I am Danielle Buckingham. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a Black femme with red curly hair. I'm wearing glasses and a tan shirt. My background is a bookcase and photographs of Black art and artists. This is a in progress essay about living and working in Oxford, Mississippi during the pandemic. While reading stories for my graduate seminar about Black Mississippi farmers who were violently dispossessed of their land, I was reminded of a sentence from Kiese Layman's piece, Mississippi, a Poem in Days. Their monuments are memorials of our suffering at the hands of folk who never had to play, pay, live, or fight fair. I am angry when the grief follows me from class, where I must straddle between mourning and critically engaging the text. I think before, during, and after the seminar that maybe I don't belong here. Last summer, in the midst of COVID-19 and widespread protests against police brutality, national tensions made their way to Oxford, Mississippi's downtown hub, the Square. Nearly every day from May until mid-August, there were protests, mostly in front of the large Confederate statue that sits at the center of this space. Each time I went into work at the store where the statue is in direct view, just barely before midday, a muddle of signs ranging from Black Lives Matter to Take It Down appeared. Some days there's a full spectacle of MAGA caps, rebel flags, and a pickup truck full of white boys circling the protesters, screaming, "Vote Trump," followed by a maskless Oxford Police Department armed with barriers to place around the beloved statue to ensure that order is restored. At work, the statue becomes the backdrop for white men talking down to me. At work, I watch maskless people walk past the statue and protesters unfazed. At work, I overhear a white woman rave about her great grandfather who fought on behalf of the Confederacy. At work, I think maybe I don't belong here. It feels like I've spent every day since last March praying for a miracle for Breonna Taylor, for Elijah McClain, for George Floyd, for all the Black families left to publicly grieve and defend the humanity of their loved ones. During these bouts of prayer, I also think about Eric Garner, Sandra Bland, and Corrine Gaines. I weep for 7-year-old Ayanna Stanley Jones and 12-year-old Tamir Rice. I want to scream for every Black child left without a parent, every Black parent left to bury a child. And for a brief moment, I had to remind myself to breathe. Sometimes I fear the grief may kill me. In the middle of this pandemic, I worry that my grandmother will become a part of the growing number of COVID-19 deaths in Mississippi. In the middle of this pandemic, I worry that my father and brother will become a part of the growing number of Black folks killed by police. In the middle of this pandemic, I pray my mother doesn't become a part of the growing number of Black women we keep forgetting. When I'm greeting a customer at the door, I try to pretend the protesters are not there. I try to pretend I'm not terrified that the pickup truck full of white boys yelling "Vote Trump" will return with guns in their hands. I forget the statue is there when a white man comes into the store and decides to make an example out of me. I punish myself for speaking up like I punished myself for the times I didn't. I feel like a spectacle among my white coworkers. I look at my manager's face. The look on my manager's face makes me think I am a spectacle. I decide then and there, I do not belong here. My dreams are the only thing keeping me alive. My dreams are a series of prayers for a belonging without displacement, a belonging that frees the land and also the oceans, for a raging and demanding liberation that is not given but taken. Amen.